For my book review, I did Gathering Blue. Gathering Blue is a book by Lewis Lowry and is a series with The Giver. At the start of the book, Kira, the main character, is in the field because her mom died. Kira lost her dad to the beast before she was born, with a leg that she did not develop and is paralyzed. She comes back from the field to see Matt, one of the boys in their village, who had ended up talking to them, and then she went on to go to her cot. At her cot, it was all burnt down, and Vandera, a lady who is feared by many other people for many reasons, and her group of moms was at her land trying to take it to make a pen for their tykes, or little kids. They got in an argument and had to take it to the Council of Guardians the next morning. When she gets there, Vandera talks about her side, and she either has a choice to either get appointed a defender to help her, or she can do it herself. She chooses to get appointed a defender to help her. Her defender, named Jameson, talked about some good and bad things. He talked about how her mother was a great sewer and dyer, and at some points had to recover the singer's robe. Every year, the singer has to sing the ruin song, and he wears a robe to help tell the story. They also talked about how she should not have lived, but her mother made it so she would. They were then sent to lunch, but after they got back from lunch, they had reached a decision that Vandera would get her land, but she would have a job and a place to stay. Then they told her to meet back at the Council of Evidence later with all of her stuff so they could show her where she would be living. They told her that her job was to take care and recover the singer's robe. After that, they took her to a room where she found many other features that she had not had before, like bathrooms that she did not understand and tools that she had to work on the robe. Another thing that they told her was that the carver, known as Thomas, was down the hall from her, and that she could go over there and have meals with him and talk with him. They later on in the story become good friends. When she was looking through the drawers of tools, all she found was white thread. She did not know how to dye threads yet, but she told them that she was beginning to learn. The defender Jameson told her that she should go to the old dyer named Annabella. Annabella had known how to dye and taught her mother and was going to teach her how to dye too. She kept going back to the old dyer, and one time she was going, she heard noises near the path that she was walking on. She thought that it was the beast, but then when she got there and told Annabelle that she thought it was the beast, Annabelle told her that it was not the beast because the beast was not an actual thing. She did not believe this at first, but then she got to thinking and knew that Annabelle was a 4-syllable, which meant that she knew all. She asked many other people about it, and they all said the beasts were real. But then later on, she was going back, and Matt stopped her and told her that Annabelle had been taken by the draggers to the field. This happened after Kira told Jameson about what Annabella said. Jameson could not believe that. And then later on, when Matt told her that, Matt also told Kira that he had seen Jameson walking with the draggers. I think that it is true that the beasts are not real, because why would they have killed Annabella if Annabella didn't do anything wrong? I think they were also told that it was a secret and they were not supposed to tell anyone, but she did, and so she was taken to the field. Another thing that had been happening was that Thomas, the carver, had been hearing baby tykes crying, and he could not stand it. It was in his sleep when this was happening. They came to find out that it was a little baby tyke that was crying, and figured out that it was from the fern and was going to be the next singer. Her parents had died, and so had Thomas's and Kira's. After Annabelle died, they made Kira a garden and shed for her to grow the plants that she needed to make the dyes. Kira and Thomas realized that they had not seen Matt in a while and wanted to find out where he was. They went to the fern to look for him and found his mother and his brother. The mother did not want to say anything, but the brother told them that a rock had been thrown at Matt and Matt ran away. He said something about him trying to go find a gift for someone, and the gift was something with a blue. The old dyer had also told Kira and Matt about how beyond there was blue, the blue dye, which she had not had, she was not able to reach to. She and Thomas had both finished preparing the staff and the robe for the singer. The day was coming, and it was soon, but Matt still was not home. They went to the presentation that day, and Matt finally arrived. They saw him crawling towards them, holding up something. Then later on, at the break for lunch, they met him in Thomas's room. He pulled out a gift, and he said he had a bigger one too. But the small gift was a piece of blue dye. But the real question is, what was the big gift Matt was talking about? I guess you have to read the book and find out for yourself.